Just moments ago, you saw the casket of Officer Eric Zapata move into a hearse where it will be taken to the funeral home, and tomorrow the officer's hometown for burial.
Alexis, Eric, and Jacob, when your children ask you about Grandpa Zapata, please tell them, for all of us in Kalamazoo, that he was a hero.
Today's funeral service was a stirring, solemn celebration of bravery of Officer Eric Zapata.
Miller Auditorium was a sea of blue, brown, gray, and black as thousands of fellow officers and firefighters from all across Michigan, even Canada, paid their respects to their fallen brother.
While people packed the auditorium, hundreds more Kalamazoo citizens lined a 13.5-mile procession route as a seemingly endless string of cruisers and fire trucks followed Officer Zapata's flag-draped casket through town.
While those thousands of police officers and firefighters turned out, the city still had to be protected. That protection fell to a group of suburban police officers and firefighters. 24-hour News 8's Joe LaFergie has that part of the story from Kalamazoo tonight.
This was a scene on West Edge as the procession made its way through just a short time ago. There are some officers who weren't here in this procession. They all wanted to attend the funeral, but some of them also knew there was a job that had to be done.
Police coverage and service has to continue. The citizens of Kalamazoo and the county expect that.
So Kalamazoo County Sheriff's Lieutenant Jim Van Dyken, along with over a dozen other police officers from communities surrounding Kalamazoo, left their normal surroundings and came to the city. It was the same for firefighters, which as a public safety officer, Eric Zapata did as well. Look beyond the doors of the Kalamazoo firehouses, and rigs from Kalamazoo Township, Comstock Township, and other communities sat ready to answer the call for help. They did it to honor a fallen brother. All sheriff's personnel today are volunteering. Some of the other departments may be receiving overtime, but they've indicated that that's going to go towards a memorial fund.
Public safety officers and the city of Kalamazoo took a moment to pause this morning in honor of Officer Zapata. A moment of silence was observed at 11 o'clock, the time the funeral began. Flags will continue to fly at half-staff in the city of Kalamazoo in honor of Zapata until Thursday.
Police officers, firefighters, EMTs, and regular people alike turned out by the thousands to honor Officer Eric Zapata with a procession that wound its way around the city of Kalamazoo. 24-hour News 8's Mark Thompson joins us live now with more on how people are paying their final respects. Mark?
Brian, yeah, we're here at the corner of Portage and Cork, and right now traffic has started to open back up here after that procession made its way through here. Probably about a half hour ago, you had Portage Police and State Police out here doing the traffic control as that line of cars from so many different departments made its way out here this afternoon. And it's hard not to be struck by the emotion of the moment. There are two particular points that usually strike you in these types of events. One of those is, of course, when they make that final call for Officer Zapata that he, of course, does not answer, and then when that procession comes through. And all of those folks who are out here today, there was hundreds of them who lined the streets here. They pretty much said that they just wanted to thank not only Officer Zapata and his family, but all of the men and women who are in uniform, who give their lives to who fight every day on the streets and put their lives at risk. And the emotions for the people who are out here, they say that they know that this community has its challenges, but it was just overwhelming for a lot of those folks that we spoke with this afternoon.
I've been crying all day, and it's hard to stop once you get started. Just very sad, you know. It's sad that it has to happen. Thank you.
So as you can see there, people just were filled with emotion when they were watching that procession come through here, and it's really hard to try to capture those moments on TV, but when you're standing out here and you see all of those cars with the lights flashing and the fire trucks, and it just really does show you how close the community of law enforcement is, not only here in Kalamazoo, but everywhere as they turn out to say goodbye to Officer Eric Zapata. We're live in Kalamazoo. Mark Thompson, 24-hour News 8.
Thank you, Mark, and we have been following Officer Zapata's funeral all day. You can find the entire funeral mass posted at woodtv.com, as well as a really nice, very emotional photo gallery.